Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today we're going to be reviewing Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is available on Game Pass. It is also available for $25 on Xbox. This game is developed and published by Red Hook Studios, and what this game is a roguelike turn-based RPG with a big commitment on adventuring. So in this game, you set up as a group of heroes, and you can keep adding heroes as you go. While you do that, you have to destroy. You have to go into these dungeons and fight the evil and try to get trinkets and stuff to help your characters get better and better. One of the more notable features of the game is challenge. It is extremely difficult game. It's not something that you can just pick up and play easily. You have to be very careful and you have to be very precise about what you decide to do and how you decide to fight battles and obstacles and stuff like that. This also makes the game very rewarding because each time you have a victory, you feel like it's hard earned. In this video, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, but I can assure you it's even playing on easy, which I've tried, is extremely challenging as well. I didn't find it to be much different in difficulty that for that matter. I just found that it was difficult regardless of how you're trying to play it. However, you do get more pickups on the easier difficulty, so that's the subtle difference. Um, but on the hardest difficulty, you don't get any kind of pickups really that are real helpful, so it makes it a lot harder. And if you don't do proper upgrades and stuff like that, it's really going to hamper your ability to progress through the game. Another feature of the game is the character development system. Now, I really do think it's good, except for the fact that it's not real good at telling you what is going on and what it is that you need to know to help recruit and develop your characters. You kind of just have to play around with it for a while to figure out the different systems, and there's a lot of different systems. You have, your weapon systems, you just have your character systems, you have, keeping them happy, keeping them getting new abilities and trinkets that will give them boosts and stuff like that. And of course, you got to find those trinkets and stuff sometimes, so that can be difficult as well. There is a couple of flaws with the game. I did feel like the Xbox controller does not really do well with this game. It's definitely a type of game that's probably much better suited for your PC, just because you have more controller access, and it would probably look a little more realistic on a computer where you can have lots of different buttons controlling different things. Whereas on a Xbox controller, you're kind of having to put together some things in order to make it all work. But I don't think it's enough. It's bad enough to like say it's not worth playing, because it once you get used to it, it's okay. The other issue would be the lack of information about how some of the mechanics work, and just the general information about the different weapons and the different characters and how they how their abilities and stuff work. I think there's some of that here, but it's not fully there. Now it may be better on PC again. But again, once you just play it some and you try to figure out things, what I did is I actually just played it on easy a couple times. Like, I started the game 2 or 3 times on easy and tried to look at my starting character groups and also the characters that came after, and try to kind of figure out what I could build off of those characters to start building a quality group of of heroes. And note that you're going to have a lot more than the four that you're going to run in in a dungeon, because you're going to have to put those guys in time out, so to speak, and to get them recovered. Otherwise, you guys aren't going to last very long. This game also has permadeath, so anytime one of your heroes dies, he's gone for good. It's very important to upgrade your hero cart, which is basically where people come to become heroes for you again and again. And it's very good to have more and more of those, because some of your characters will die, and that is it is a rough part of the game. So that's because, but with the challenging aspect of the game, it's very hard to make your characters a lot better without them end up dying before they actually, gain some level of greatness. But with that said, I do think the game is really fun. It has a lot of replay value. Each playthrough is different, and the challenge you face will vary greatly. But with the permadeath, it really definitely makes it so you probably want to try a couple different things out on some independent playthroughs before you start diving in to try to go deep into the game. That's what I've been doing, and then that's what I did with this playthrough that I'm showing you here. At least part of it. I mean, I'm just going to show you the first couple of battles of the game, but in this playthrough, I've gotten pretty far in the game, and it is a lot of fun. In conclusion, I do think this is a really fun game, especially if you're a bit into turn-based RPGs or you just like really challenging games. It's definitely very difficult, and it definitely rewards you for with the character development system. So if that sounds like something you'd like, then definitely want to check it out. Also, the art style I really like. It's very kind of haunting, almost gothic like, and it does seem to have some really good sound effects as well in the game. Um, I think it does have high replay value if you enjoy these types of games. Obviously, the challenge is going to be part of that, and like I said, the controls can be a bit clunky, but overall, once you get used to the controls, I think you'll be fine. And if you're just if you're into turn-based RPGs, I think this is one of the better ones that are available on Game Pass. I think it's one of the better games in general on Xbox from this genre. So check it out from those perspectives. $25 doesn't seem like a bad price for this either, especially with a lot of games going up to $70 nowadays. I think this is really solid experience. So thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. And have a nice day, guys.